Punches in anime can sometimes be just regular punches to add more to a regular fight, or they can be absolutely stunning. I mean, there's literally an entire anime dedicated to a guy that can defeat anything and everything in just one punch. So, in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the top 10 most legendary anime punches. Number 10. Luffy's punch sends a celestial dragon flying. One Piece. One Piece is an amazing anime filled to the brim with amazing main characters, as well as side characters. One of those protagonists is Monkey D. Luffy. Luffy loves his friends so deeply that he'll do anything to keep them safe. During the Sabodi Archipelago arc, a celestial dragon bullet struck Hachi. Luffy was furious over this and swore to bring the celestial dragon to justice. The slow rise of the steps will always be remembered, as well as the fans' amazement at the celestial dragon's punch to the face. Even though he was completely aware of the consequences, Luffy was not going to let anyone leave without a battle who had hurt one of his friends. And to be honest, this was one of the anime's craziest scenes. Plus, if we're being honest, One Piece has so many key moments like this that it's no surprise that they come on our list, even if it's only number 10. Number 9. Naruto's uppercut on Neji. The anime series Naruto is chock full of memorable moments. Before mastering his signature Rasengan, Naruto typically prevailed through skillfully timed physical strikes by using his shadow clone jutsu. Everyone recalls the brutal headbutt Gaara received, which effectively put Jinchuriki out of business. Naruto, however, really squared off against the prodigy Neji in order to do this bout. Despite frequently being in disadvantageous positions, Naruto's unwavering attitude and his fervor helped him gain the upper hand when he burrowed through the ground and emerged to deliver one of the most shocking punches to Neji. The scene was amazing, since, till that, we as the viewer know that the entire crowd in the arena thought that Naruto would lose. And their surprise meant that when Naruto gets up after being hit by the 8 Trigram 64 Palms jutsu whilst emitting his red chakra, yeah, it's amazing. Also, while we're not mentioning him fully as a character on his list, Might Guy Taijutsu against Madara Uchiha is nothing short of absolutely amazing, especially the final punch against him. While he may have almost died from opening his 8th gate, the entire sequence was definitely amazing. Number 8. All Might channels the last of his power into one final punch. The previous top hero in the My Hero Academia series is All Might. He's a tough foe for any villain thanks to his remarkable muscular frame and his distinctive quirk. And let's just say that All for One had to learn that the hard way. All Might concentrates his last strength and power into his fists when he has no other choice. This blow has the potential to leave a crater in the ground, in addition to producing a high wind impact. The amazing thing about this punch is that it can heal any broken bones that he might have in his arms thanks to the extremely controlled power flowing into his fists. Number 7. Natsu Dragneel grows stronger from the encouragement of his friends. Natsu Dragneel is renowned for his ferocious temperament and his eagerness to engage in fist-first combat. Although this doesn't always work out well for him, there are times when his recklessness should be commended because he manages to save his buddies. And yes, this is in fact pretty similar to the character of Luffy, but that's not what we're here for, is it? The conflict between Fairy Tail and Agnologia is one example of this. It wasn't anticipated that Natsu would prevail in this fight despite their disparities in strength. Natsu's typically powerful punch changed into an absolutely lethal and fatal blow as he felt energized by his friend's praise and encouragement, enabling him to defeat Agnologia. This made for one of the most amazing punches ever. Number 6. Izuku Midoriya uses his fist to take down an overpowered villain. Okay, yep, here we got another My Hero Academia, but what'd you expect? This stuff is crazy. Izuku Midoriya, like his idol All Might, possesses a quirk known as One for All that can be transferred to a different host. No, not All for One. That's the person his idol beat up, which we've already mentioned earlier. Unfortunately for Izuku, he had little control over this at first. Thus, whenever he used this quirk, he would seriously hurt himself. Izuku continuously and viciously punches Overhaul with enormous strength during the fight to get beyond Overhaul's defenses. Fans went berserk as Overhaul, the show's supervillain, finally faced his equal with a punch that sent him flying. Overall, it's pretty badass and a dope scene if you ask us. Number 5. Eren Yeager's Titan Form Punch. Since his primary weapon is his ODM gear, Eren's talents as a human are highly constrained. Regrettably, unlike many other anime characters, he doesn't benefit from the empowering effects of friendship or support. But he can do a lot of things when he transforms into his Titan form. Eren is far more agile and powerful and lethal in his Titan form. Eren punched an adversary giant with exceptional quickness and accuracy the first time that he changed. The Titan's head was completely knocked off as a result of his actions. This is another instance where the scenario as a whole, not just the punch, contributes to its incredible quality. Just now, we saw our hero transform into the entity he's battling, a giant. Therefore, in addition to being completely absorbed by what you just saw, you're also observing the other characters as they watch a Titan engage in combat with another Titan. And it's all topped off by that amazing punch. The other Titans' heads are actually blown off by the swift, powerful punch to the side of the head. Number 4. Son Goku destroys Frieza. It shouldn't come as a surprise that Goku would have one of the most powerful punches in anime. I mean, he is one of the most formidable warriors in the galaxy. Goku's been training to be the best fighter since he was a young child, and he eventually becomes the world's top defender. Goku only gets more powerful over the course of the various Dragon Ball series. Not only are his attacks quick and precise, but the power behind them is also virtually amazing. In Dragon Ball Z, Goku defeats Frieza by giving him a well-deserved punch to the stomach, which causes him to lose his breath. But in the end, Goku's Kamehameha is what brings a bad guy down. Number 3. Edward Elric's awesomeness. Edward may be the youngest state alchemist, but he can still punch. Edward is fundamentally the kind of person who values his friends and his family highly, and is fiercely loyal, and's got a good sense of right and wrong. So when someone acts in a way that they feel goes against their moral code, that can be pretty frightening. Edward also has no issue throwing a punch at dishonorable alchemist when he transformed Shao Tucker's kid and dog into a chimera. Additionally, he defeated his father in battle. You would want Ed to beat father to death the instant you learn about him and all of his machinations, so the wait for the punch was well worthwhile. Pulling the pole out of his arm, the barrage of alchemy assaults, the cheerleading cries of his comrades, and a highly satisfying direct blow to the face all came together. Finally, Ed literally just trash talks father, too. Leorio punches Ging. Hey, can we all just agree that nobody likes Ging? I mean, just listen to this. Gon finds himself in an almost irrecoverable state following the events of the Chimera Ant arc after letting his emotions and Nen run wild. While Gon is at the hospital, all of his buddies visit him, including Leorio. Gon's father, Ging, decides not to see him because, well, he's simply incredibly obnoxious. One of the most entertaining uppercuts in anime is delivered by Leorio using his Nen powers. One of the most cathartic punches in anime is this one. I can't even begin to express how horrified I was to see this. Number 1. Saitama. Killer move, serious series, serious punch. You do realize that we gotta throw in a Saitama punch here. When it comes to finishing off opponents with a single punch, he's literally the guy. One Punch Man's battle with Boros was unique. It contains many of the elements of a great final combat sequence. We hear the fight's theme throughout and observe Saitama truly becoming serious. Undoubtedly an amazing one. Plus, in manga, as we've mentioned before, Saitama vs. God Garou was truly amazing. His punch is literally the fist that goes against God. I mean, what did you expect? The show's name is One Punch Man. He destroys everything in a single punch. If you enjoyed watching our Animezing content, please leave a like on the video and hit that subscribe button to see more videos. Also, if you want a recap of a new episode, just let us know in the comment section down below.